What's up, YouTube? Back in the house again, the boss, with another video as we get into it.
All right, there's a lot of things going on in DC, as you know, as you've been experiencing this federal takeover. What advice would you give to the young folks that, you know how our culture is very outside? Like people just be outside and all that, but they're not even allowing that, they pressing people out for that. What would you say to everybody dealing with this and how they get through it and how you was able to evade police pressing you?
Well, you know, like it's a different time. You know, back then, you know, they've had roadblocks and things of that nature where they pressed us out, and but it's probably is not like it is now, the way I'm hearing it. So, you know, it's the administration and what's going on. It's like people need to be more cautious and be aware of where they at in the community, you know, and try to avoid certain things like smoking marijuana is illegally federal. So when you smoke it outside, it's a possibility they can't press you out and get up on you. Brothers who drinking the booze and stuff outside, man, you need to make sure you got that where they can't see it, you know, or have it in a cup, and be careful if you're riding without, you know, a driver's license, you need to get it. So it's a lot of things, you know, that they're gonna pressure you, but it shouldn't be but for so long. You know, they can't do it, you know, for the entire year. So they're gonna back out. So until that time, just be safe.
And also, you made it through the Reagan era.
Right.
So is this similar to what you've seen back then? Because I've heard Trump is basically Reagan 2.0.
Right. But Reagan, he didn't also do this. I mean, they got a lot of things that they do that's similar, but he didn't more so put out the troops, you know, in the city and federalize it. You know, that'll be the difference in them. But some of the policies, like, some people don't know that he took the MAG, which was Make America Great, that was from Ronald Reagan, and he just put an A on it and Make America Great Again. So, yeah, those are the similarities. He tried to run the policies, and they also always talk about they're similar, but maybe this is like something that they set before us and we didn't even realize, and we're just going through it now because this is a different time, and I don't know why they were related all to Ronald Reagan in particular, as opposed to any other president.
Yeah. So with that, we're gonna switch it to, it's a lot of things going on in the news and out in the urban culture, quote unquote. You see Young Thug had beat his trial, but now it's all these audios and stuff coming out about him. What is your take on that?
Well, my take on that is to tell the youth not to follow people like him or false prophets, because you'll wind up in jail. And the thing that I don't understand, that when someone calls you home or call your cell phone or house phone from a device from the prison system, the first thing it says is all phone calls are recorded and monitored. So I don't know why that's not sinking in these brothers' head, because this is old. They've always recorded the mafia. Rayford was recorded on phone. I mean, a lot of people even before Young Thug. So I don't know why he would continue and even talk about those people, because if he would have talked about some positive things in his life, like, you know, he wanted to get home, to get to his kids, to his mom, to make a better life and do other things for people, you wouldn't even heard about it. But the fact that he talked about all these people, you know, it's more so gonna put pressure on him, you know what I'm saying? So he got to be cautious of his life out here.
Yeah. And then you seen Boosie's son just got locked up, I believe, on a weapons charge.
Well, as they say, you know, the apple don't fall far from the tree. You know, and when you're a parent, you know, or a father, you're the example of your children, and you got to be mindful that sometimes they might follow down the same road as you, even though you are saying, hey, don't do what I do. But if you're still out there within the life portraying, you know, that negative energy, then that child is going to pick up to it, because people cling more to negativity than they do positivity. So that's what you got to understand as being a parent, father, or role model, that your bad habits, those might be the ones they actually looking for and they pick up.
Is that part of why you completely just changed your whole lifestyle once you became a parent?
Yes, and I definitely did. That's why my son, had no knowledge of what I was doing until a video came out, because I didn't want to talk about it or even let him know about it, because I wanted to make sure that he was doing the right thing. That's why he got a job working 80 to 100 hours a week, and he has not been involved in the streets, selling drugs, any of that. Like I said, he wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't on the video on the internet. So that's why I changed my life, to give him an opportunity to be a better role model and example for my child. That's why I didn't go to jail for 30, 40 years, because I've been here with my children.
Yeah, and would you say it's hard to try to avoid the pitfalls? Because so people will try to bring you back to that because based off reputation. Is it hard to try to avoid that, or is it easy to just brush it off like, nah, that ain't me no more?
Well, for me, it was easy to brush it off. For some people, it might be a struggle. And why it was easy for me, because I'm a man of my word. Anything I say I'm gonna do, I'm going to do. So, some people may call it cold turkey. So when I said I was going to retire from it, that's exactly what I did. If I say I'm going to stop this or that, that's exactly what I got to do, because one of the biggest things is keeping your promise to God. So, so through God, when I ask for these things, whether it be good or bad, I always got to keep, my word. So that's why it was easy for me, but I know sometimes it's a struggle for some people.
Yeah. And to brighten things up a little bit, we've been watching a lot of sports, the NFL,
right,
college football, and it's a lot of talent from DC area.
Okay.
From DC proper and the surrounding areas. So when you was coming up, what was DC sports like? What was the reputation of us here?
Well, I'm saying DC is a football town, city, say city. But we do have elements of the basketball, like I said, with Spingarn and Dunbar, with Sherman and Melvin Middleton and a lot of the other brothers that are here. But
Kevin
Durant,
you got most of the NBA.
Elgin Baylor, you know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of NBA players that are here, I just can't recall them all, but a lot in this area. But to have some now is a great thing, because DC need to be celebrated, through the Washington Commanders getting the Super Bowl, the Washington Wizards, because it'll do a lot for the city. And so to have some of the young guys out there doing it now is a great thing. So there's some of the young guys in the street who are out there going through this problem right now through the federalization of the military. They can see that there's some positive role models out there who've made it out of the same area who look like them. So those are the people that they need to be following. That would be a great thing for DC.
Who was because I know my father was growing up, he used to always say Elgin Baylor, John Thompson, like
right,
one of the biggest stars in the city as far as basketball. When you was growing up, who was the biggest stars in football? Was Conti, I forgot his first name, but he was a big star locally. When you was growing up, who was the biggest local stars in basketball or football?
Okay, it would be Wes Unseld and Jeff Rulin during that time, for DC. And then in football, would be, to me, would be Art Monk and Darryl Green. Definitely Darryl Green. During my time, those are the ones that I know that really shine. To me, it might be some others, others who people know, but I'm saying during the time, because I had went out to the Capitol, it was the Capitol Center. See, they don't have that anymore, so out the Capitol Center, that's where I had won the dribble and shoot contest. So that's when Indiana Pacers, was an expansion team, and they were just getting in the league, because they had Bebe Ewing.
Another local talent.
Yeah, so that's why I said we got a lot of talent that's from DC that is in the basketball, and and it's good to have in the football, because we had some that came out of Easton, Spingarn, HD, Dunbar, Roosevelt, Cardozo, Coolidge, so you had a lot of stars here. And Lawrence Moten, I know Lawrence, that's my man. He played in the NBA for a little while.
And you went to high school with somebody too, right?
I can't really recall his name because of old age, but
Sherman Douglas.
Yeah, Sherman Douglas. Yeah, I went to school with Sherman Douglas. That's crazy. Yeah, well, we went to Anacostia, but like playing ball through the city, other stars that that a lot of people don't know that we would play with down North Brentwood would be Len Bias. You know, we would be down there shooting with him and a bunch of the dudes from Woodbridge. We'd be, you know, on Saturdays. We would do that before he like passed.
Len Bias used to be up Montana that?
No, he was down North Brentwood. Maryland, yeah. But it's a gym down in North Brentwood where, where we used to go shoot ball at all the time. You know, we were hoopers, so we go all through the city, but that's where he would be basically. He only came up Montana that one time when he came up there the night that he died. You know,
Did you know him, Will?
No, I didn't know him like to say person, but I know him from like, hey, that's Len Bias and shoot ball. You know, we wasn't like personal friends, but of course I know who he was. You know what I'm saying? Because he would be shooting ball. You know, it'd be Ryan Tribble, PW, K-May, bunch of us down there shooting ball. Chaos, you know, would be down there. Swerve, you know, a lot of people would be down there shooting ball.
Did you know Ryan Tribble at all?
Yeah. You know, personally, I know exactly where you're from. We all know each other.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, and that's why we want to end it on a positive note. Because telling why you want to keep this channel always based in positivity.
Yeah, because this channel is about Black excellence, where you'll be able to tell your story, and the youth will be able to hear you, and they may follow your path and your footsteps. So that's why we want to show them that some of us have went straight and narrow, and some of us might have got off the path, but we got back on the path to do the right thing.
That's what's up. Any promotions you want to do?
Oh yeah. Also pick up a copy of the Taco Montana Clandestine Hustler by shopping Amazon. You know, and if you want to see me, you can holler at me so you can get that photograph and that autographed copy. And also, if you're trying to pick up that Taco Montana collection, that gear, leave us a message and we'll give you you can drop the email inside the content box, so you'll be able to email us and you can get some of that gear.
Cool. And do you want to, I heard that you're writing another book. Do you want to speak on that yet, or not just yet?
Yeah, not just yet. I don't want to talk on it, because I'm still in the process of it right now. So, according to the internet, what I've, done research and realized that, people out here will try to steal your name and titles to things. So, I just want to wait. That's why I didn't say the name of this book before it came out. But I have a book that I'm working on. I have two of them I'm working on. One is like a situation I'm dealing with now, and then another one is about a strange relationship between some people. And then I got another book that's gonna come out where I'm giving the guys a little game, on how to be successful with relationships, and also a grooming process. And then one more about this current administration, so I got like 4 or 5 more books that I'm working on. And now I'm also working on, I'm working with my friend Randall and them, and they got the movie production, so we're gonna be doing something in the movie area, so I'm working on that. So I look forward to doing a lot of things in the upcoming future, so I'm just working and trying to get more people on the channel to tell their story so we inspire the youth.
Gotcha. That's what's up.
What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy, Taco Montana, back in the building once again. I want all y'all to go out there and pick up a copy of the Taco Montana Clandestine Hustler by shopping Amazon. And to all the new people that's seeing this, hey, subscribe to Taco Montana TV. You heard? And also pick up this gear, this merch here at Taco Montana TV.